Hello and welcome to another episode of At Home with me, not Dr. Tamara. On today's show, I'm going to be teaching you all about the wonders of chia seeds, the power of meditation, and the effects of writing stuff down. Okay, on this week's Supermarket Superfood Superfine, I want to talk to you about chia seeds. Now, chia seeds are absolutely amazing. You know, all us vegans are dying of a protein deficiency. Well, you won't be when you get some of these. Now, I used to drink chia seeds many, many years ago. I actually found they really helped me on my, I'm not going to call it a weight loss journey because I've never been on one of them, but I noticed while taking them, they kind of helped me shed a lot of weight. They are fantastic for energy. The actual word chia itself, it comes from the ancient Mayan word, which means strength. And they're just another powerhouse of nutrition. They've got loads of vitamins and minerals in them. And they are, honestly, they're a little bit odd when you first get to trying them. The main way to have them is to put them into water and make chia water. Now, when you put them into water, they blow up a little bit and they kind of go a little bit frog spawny. But if you can get past the whole frog spawn thing, they are so good for you. And like I said, they seem to fill you up for longer. I think it's to do with maybe how they expand in your stomach. Again, I'm not sure, I'm not a doctor, I don't actually know, but they seem to help with the whole hunger thing and less cravings, less sugary cravings and things like that, which I think is the reason it helps with the weight loss. Now, chia seeds are packed full of antioxidants. And like I said, they are a great source of vegan protein. These are also very high in bone building minerals, which is fantastic, especially if you've got young children, because their bones need to be strong. These days, you can get chia seeds in most supermarkets and they're quite cheap. They normally come in at about £1 to £2 per 100 grams. Now, you can use them as a kind of an egg replacer in certain recipes because of how they gel up and they form, but I like to keep it simple. I make my chia water. You literally just put a teaspoon of chia seeds in. Now, here's the key as well, because they are so small, do not be using a load of them because be frog spawn for days. But you just need a teaspoon, fill it up with water. You can put in some lemon, maybe some mint, some cucumber, some other things that if you want, and just leave them for about 5-10 minutes. They'll gel up and then drink them. And like I said, they take a little bit of getting used to, read the texture, but if you can get used to them and get past that, they are so beneficial. It's honestly truly worth it. All right, this week's episode, I want to talk to you guys about meditation because the whole point of this segment of the show is to just introduce you to things that are completely free, but completely fantastic for your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Now, meditation, you've definitely heard of unless you've been living under a rock for the whole of your life. And it's scientifically proven to completely change your life if you are willing to put the effort in. Now, it helps reduce stress, improve anxiety, increase attention span, and improve your sleep. Now, of course, with anything, there are a bunch of other things it's said to help, but we can't say it helps because, you know, we don't have the money for the lawsuit that will come. Anyway, if you're anything like me and you find it hard to sit still and meditate, you might find that you're meditating in other ways. For me, sometimes I take a 2-hour trip to TK Maxx. Sometimes I spend 2 hours in a salt bath. Sometimes I'll go for a 2-hour walk. Meditation doesn't have to be you bottom on floor and just like sat in one position. It really doesn't have to be like that. Meditation is more about giving yourself the space to actually be. We are so caught up in doing that we actually forget we are human beings. And I think meditation just gives you an opportunity to get caught up in the being of the human being part, right? And do less of the doing. Now, like I said, I can't traditionally meditate. I find it very hard to just sit in one spot. Interesting fact though, I don't know if it's a fact, but interesting point to note. They say that if they say everybody should be meditating for 15 minutes a day, but I think the saying goes that everyone should meditate for 15 minutes a day unless you don't have time, and then you should meditate for an hour. And obviously, as an Aquarius, I hear that and I go, no, I don't have time. But it is something that could be really beneficial to your life. And like I said, it doesn't need to be that traditional thing where you're just sat down in silence. It can be any way you want, but it is just about clearing your mind and giving yourself space to actually just be. Anyway, like I said, this doesn't have to cost you any money. You were of course able to go and join like guided classes or maybe download the Headspace app or something like that. But honestly, this is something you can start to do right now for free, and it will seriously improve your life. Right, guys, this week's hoe of the LOA is, see what I did there? It's Erykah Badu. Now, the following statement was written by her in a tweet back in 2019, and it went like this. It says, write it down on real paper with a real pencil with real intent and watch it get real. Spelling is a spell. The key is in the word itself. When you are writing things out, when you are spelling things onto a paper, you are putting a spell onto your life, literally. Now, if you're in my gang, you know that writing daily lists and financial goals are a part of our everyday gang routine. When you start writing out your intentions regularly, and I mean physically, like Miss Badu said, with a real pencil on some real paper with real intent, things will start to show up in your life. Now, so many people say that when they stop writing their list, that's when they actually notice. So if you're in the gang, you get a set of instructions every day, and one of them is to just write a quick list, and you've got to write 3 to-dos, 2 wishes, and 1 financial goal. People do this and they find a lot of success, but then people fall off. And I don't think they realize how much success they've had until they stop doing it and they're like, wow, my life is not going to plan. That's how I know writing stuff down really makes shit happen. Today, I have made most of this happen by writing lists. I don't know how I have got through this show. I have managed to write, produce, direct. What else have we done? Everything by myself, and I have only been able to do that honestly because I've been writing lists like a mad person, saying I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Now, like I was saying like a few weeks ago with the vision boards, it's not quite magic like that where you can just write something and then sit back and do nothing, but it is such a powerful tool when you write stuff down. Like I said, you can't be putting notes into your phone. It's got to be real pen, real paper. Now, I personally write lists out every single day. And if you're in my gang, you will know I write them in my own journals. Now, these are the happy journals. They are designed for the people who are in my gang, but they work for anybody. And I have designed these so you can get the best out of your life. I discovered a long time ago that one of the things you need to do to be successful, and I don't just mean financially successful, I mean any type of success, whatever success means to you, that success will come when you start to get organized and you start to put it down on paper and actually put out there into the universe what it is you want to happen. And these journals have been designed to help you do exactly that. Now, I've also got ones for the kids, and I've even got ones for men, because men are very creative, they're very powerful, and I don't think they're giving enough credit for this. And I think I just wanted to give them a space where they could start to put their goals out there and help them manifest more into their life. Anyway, these journals are available on my website, notdrtamara.com. Check them out. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I run something called the Happy Gang, which is a daily life coaching support service for your mental, physical and spiritual well-being. On this part of the show each week, I want to start introducing you to some of my amazing gang members so they can share their experiences of the gang with you. Now, today I'm really excited because we have got the beautiful Joe on the show. I don't know if you guys remember when we had Jordan on the show, but this is actually his mum. And I think that just makes me happy knowing that I have not only got individual humans in my gang, but actually whole families signing up. I just think it's wonderful. Anyway, Joe, hello, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I just want to know when did you first start to seek help for your mental health?
I was about 36.
What, are you like 37 now?
I wish. 53. From a young age, I've always took everyone else's problems on. I've always been the listener, and I brought 3 kids up on my own, which is a hard enough job as it is.
Hats off to you, because it is.
And at the age of 36, I just had a complete meltdown. Went to the doctors and told me I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Didn't go for the tablet route because that's just not me. And went to counselling, where I had to write down everything from birth, what I could remember, and when I went back the next week, it was all traumatic. I'd done 6 months counselling, and ever since then I've been fine.
Okay, so why did you join the gang?
I just used to follow you on Instagram, and I think if you go to bed feeling low, depressed, worried, whatever, It's always good to wake up to something positive in the morning. The first thing you read, see, speak, or hear puts you on that mindset for the day, and you're the one that did it.
Oh, I love that. So who was in the gang first? Was it you or was it your son Jordan?
It was Jordan.
Okay. So did you copy him? Did you see any changes in him?
Yeah, loads.
Okay. So how did he change? Because I know he joined quite a long time ago.
Yeah, he was his mood and everything was so much better, and I could hear him doing his little things in the morning with you. And I was like, oh, what's this? And he was like, it's Tamara's gang, so that's why I joined, yeah.
For those of you who don't know, part of the gang, we incorporate CBT, which is basically me getting everybody to shout at the universe every morning and tell it we're going to have a good day, but it works. And I think if you don't know what someone's doing and you hear them, you might think they're crazy, but I like
do it around work and everything.
Yeah, do you do it? Do people give you funny looks or do you just get on with it anyway? But do you know, I think that's the good thing, isn't it? You just get on with it because you know it benefits you.
Oh,
anything,
100%.
You're just like, yeah, join in. So you're still in the gang now.
Yep.
To anybody watching, if they were thinking about joining the gang, what would you say to them?
Oh my God, 100% do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It helps so much, and like the writing down with the journals, everyone needs to do that.
Yeah, we were talking about this on the show about how writing things out as a form of therapy. You remember earlier we were saying it really helps, and this is what we do with the journals. So do you do your daily lists and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day.
And if you ever forget?
I just do it whenever. It doesn't matter if it's in the morning, night, middle of the night, whatever.
They make such a difference, don't they?
Because I think if you keep things in your head, that's when you start...
It starts to fester and the bad energy sits in you.
If you get it out, it's out.
Write it down, get it out, let it
definitely.
go. I think that is an amazing way to end this interview. Right, Jo, I just want to thank you for coming on the show today. You have been absolutely amazing. You and your son are wonderful. It's been such a joy to have you here and to meet you, and just thank you for, I don't know, being part of my amazing gang.
Thank you for having me.
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the show. I'm going to be back next week with more amazing gang members, more amazing information, and just more wonderful things, really, because that's what we do around here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.